It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic, and if we talk, na 500,000 they go sama us, call am hate speech. But fear not, Mayegun don come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people wey dey spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. This one not dey off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Can in dey touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be dey holla say dem want the power. Chai, dem be promise us say we go get light and power. Dem hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power. Over naira, still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Mayegun don come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. This one not dey off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Person wey dey do evil no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too dey talk. He too dey talk. Say Mayegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Poor man pikin dey the street dey hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegun don come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun diary, diary politico. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹ́gọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Hello there, brethren. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Máyégún live. And thank you so much for joining me tonight. Please, after reading the caption of the broadcast, kindly read the description of the broadcast as well, as usual, right? Like the broadcast, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Tell every one of them to join us. It's free, by the way. And thank you so much if you have done all of that. So let's get started. 2026 is just 4 days into 2026. And it's already looking like it is going to be an eventful year. Yesterday, when the President of the United States of America, President Donald Trump, announced the arrest of the President of Venezuela, that is Nicolas Maduro, he is accused of, being a drug lord, the leader of the drug cartel, who have been accused as well of, smuggling all this poison into the United States of America, which has led to the death of many hundreds of thousands of Americans, according to the American government. But the rest of the world have received the news, differently. We've had those who have kind of like praised it. We have those who have condemned it. We also have those who are now actually panicking. One of them is Sheikh Osama bin Gumi. He is the spokesperson for the hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of the terrorists operating in Nigeria. Gumi became famous, right, by gaslighting Nigerians, accusing them of provoking disarmed terrorists. On the one hand, he blamed the government for not providing, basic amenities like education, healthcare, jobs, this, that, blah, 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 for disarmed terrorists. Therefore, he is an advocate of amnesty for terrorists, even though in that same Nigeria, right, under Buhari, tens of thousands of these repentant terrorists have been put through a program called Operation Safe Corridor. Yeah, that's what they call them, the repentant terrorists. In that same Nigeria, this particular project never for once reduced the terrorism in Nigeria. Rather, it's kind of like emboldened a lot of them even more. So many people they became worried that Nigerian government continued to make people believe that these terrorists are so kind of like deep in the jungle where they cannot really penetrate. But how come it's so convenient and easy for Sheikh Osama bin Gumi to be connecting with this terrorist? Then Gumi came out and said none of his meeting with the terrorist is unknown to the government of Nigeria. Therefore, they provided him security. He gets special protection here and there to meet with this terrorist. When Donald Trump said the killings of Christians in Nigeria by this Islamic jihadists, Islamic terrorists must stop, one of those who took it upon themselves, or like making it more or less like defending the terrorist, is Gumi. Gumi went on different media tour, like going to different media houses, not only to condemn the interest of Trump in what is happening in Nigeria. It was actually mobilizing Nigerians to rise up and reject any American intervention in this terrorism business in Nigeria. Well, he actually succeeded to some extent. He got to the point where, surprisingly, right, a lot of Nigerians, because they are Muslims, started speaking against this, planned attacks on or strikes against the terrorists in Nigeria. Because to them, oh, it's going to be an attack on the northern Nigeria. Oh, it's an attack on the Muslims and the blah, the blah, the blah. So all that didn't stop the US government as well as the Nigerian government from, according to them and the report, from still striking the terrorists. Gumi wants what he called non-kinetic. That is, to pamper the terrorists, to negotiate with them, to plead with them, and give them whatever they want, and coexist with them. Striking them is completely against his own belief. But nobody needs his own belief or whatever his own interest is per se, if government really want to take care of this terrorism, so to say. So after the arrest of Maduro yesterday, the one that took over all the news, like all over the world, Gumi woke up this morning to level an allegation against, I believe, against Donald Trump. And what is that allegation? According to Gumi, he received a call from a top officer in Abuja. Top officer in this context is a military officer, that Gumi and many others have been marked for elimination by, according to him, by airstrikes, because they've sort of like tagged him as one of the Boko Haram members. I'm going to come back to it, okay? But let's start with that. Gumi raising alarm, calling on the AREWAs to speak up that this is a lie against him. He is not a member of Boko Haram. Now he gets it from a very reliable source that America is coming for him in that sense. They want to eliminate him and many others like him in Nigeria. Now let me remind you of something. When Donald Trump redesignated Nigeria as a country of a particular interest, right? He said, or he gave them these conditions according to someone, which I'm going to share with you soon, right? When Rebadumb and others went to America, to Washington, so they gave them some conditions. Top 3 of those conditions, according to a source, is that number 1, right? They must release, what's that guy name? That's Jackson, right? The guy that was condemned to death by the Sharia people because, he defended himself against the Fulani terrorists and other, right? The killings of terrorists, the killings of Christians in Nigeria, especially the middle belt part of Nigeria and the northern part of Nigeria, must end, like stop. And the third one, Nigerian government must produce the names, the profiles of those who have been indicted as sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria, like with substantial evidence. So you get, Nigerian government must present those lists. Now, we don't know if America already have the list. From what Gumi is raising an alarm on, he is practically saying that America is likely going to take him out on a wrong intel, on a lie. On the lie that he is a member of Boko Haram. But I have never seen any record where Gumi's name is mentioned. That's the irony of it, right? Gumi, despite Gumi's public involvement and possibly private involvement with these terrorists and their sponsor, all right, behind the scene and even in the public, Gumi's name has never been mentioned in the names of a terrorist sponsor or those who have links with terrorists in Nigeria. Gumi was a lecturer, right, in Saudi Arabia. Gumi's teachings, extremism, got the government of Saudi Arabia so enraged that Gumi was actually linked to terrorism. Remember that Abdul Muttalib, the what do you call that again now? The Panther bomber or something. The guy that wanted to load that American, airline, right? So they said the guy got nurtured by Gumi. Meanwhile, Gumi was a lecturer in Saudi Arabia. Because of that, American government demanded for Gumi's arrest. Gumi was sentenced, Gumi was actually jailed in Saudi Arabia. So an arrangement was made later between Nigeria and Saudi Arabia. Gumi got deported back to Nigeria. Now, this one is an open record that linked Gumi to an act of terrorism. But in Nigeria, no, he's a free guy. He goes about, right, inciting people against those who are rejecting his idea of what we should do with terrorists that are killing our people up to this moment. So he goes on, he goes everywhere, he gaslights people, he speaks so much, so condescendingly, that if you listen to him, there is no way you won't feel like, what the heck is going on? But Nigerian government never really sees him as, they never really see him as, a terror, somebody with a terror connection. Now, America sees him as one, I believe, or he is only trying to raise a false alarm. Whatever it is, this was Gumi earlier today.
Arewa, kuma kun san dukan ku ƙarya ne da ƙarya ka kawo hari, amma ina shugabannin me suka yi? Sun set. Ina malamai? Kawo muna hari kan ƙarya, tsoratar da mu, a ba mu sharuɗai, sannan kuma a shigo da kuɗi ƙasar nan a ce a wannan kashi na Kirista ne. Wani ƙasa ne ma za ta yadda a shigo da abu don a raba al'umma? Ba wata ƙasar da za ta yadda, sai ce a ko dai ka kawo dukan mu ko ka riƙe abin ka ba masu koko. Amma duka an yi haka, ba mai ma magana, ba mai surutu, kowa ya can yana tsoro. Irin halin da muke ciki kenan wannan ƙasa. Suna laifiya sun zo yakin 'yan ta'adda, to suwa suka yi 'yan ta'addan? Ai su ne suke yi. Boko Haram, ku ji wani abu nan ba sabon ba. Safiyar da za a sa bom din nan karfe 8 na dan kwanta, sai aka bugo mu waya. Ba zan gaya muku wanda ya bugo mu waya ba. Sai ya ce mu gashi ana security briefings, wai an ce ina cikin list na Boko Haram wanda suka yi air marking za su yi eliminating. Daga Abuja ka bugo mu ana security meeting cewa an yi makin ina za a eliminating ina, kuma su waye Boko Haram. Sai kusan la'asar za mu je tafsiri cikin azumi, zan yi projection.
So Gumi said he received a call from a top officer during their security meeting, where it was discussed and names were given, including himself, and they will actually use airstrike. I don't think America will need airstrike to take a Gumi. They didn't use airstrike when they came for Maduro in that sense, did they? No, I don't think they did. No. So Gumi have access to a top officer in Abuja. Think about this, so that I'm about to sort of like dissect to. So according to Gumi, a top military officer called in from Abuja to warn him ahead that his name and others and the names of others have been penned down for elimination because through airstrike, because they are linked or they are probably linked to Boko Haram. So Gumi have access to a top military officer who have access to an intel that ordinarily should never get to him. How many of such intels have these officers in the Nigerian military? And how many of Gumis do you have in Nigeria who also have access to some of these top military officers who can have access to top military intelligence and share them in tidbits, in snippets? So when you now talk about the military of Nigeria being compromised, where military officers have been sent to their death, where they ran into ambush, an intel that was supposed to have been, kind of like approved, authorized from the top echelon of the military. So, okay, the order has been given, now go, only for them to run into ambush. Ambush of ready-made, Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram terrorists, Lakurawa, ISWAP, and name it. I bet that is one part that many people actually won't really pay attention to until I am saying it right now. A lot of you are more interested in his panicky state. Where are Gumi? They are coming for you. America come for him. Well, if they would ever come for him. But here is something. A top military officer. Because if America is coming for anybody, in this sense of their supposed fight against terrorism in Nigeria, that should be a top level military information, shouldn't it be? Now, if somebody like Gumi can tell the public that he is aware, and if that should be true. Now, me personally, I am not probably going to say, except for the publicly available record, sure you get, of Gumi's link or connection to terrorism and all that from Saudi Arabia. But in Nigeria, okay, apart from his connection again, knowing those, the locations of the terrorists, despite the fact that the Nigerian authority continue to make us believe that the terrorists are deep in the jungle, enough that nobody actually knows where they are. So playing Nigerians left, right, and center, we demand that somebody like Gumi should actually be questioned for what he knows and what he probably should share, Abi. But that has never happened. So maybe if the Americans finally grab him, like they did to Maduro, yeah, maybe he'll be able to actually share intel with them that he won't give to Nigeria. Because he's been calling now on the clerics, his fellow clerics in northern Nigeria, that they should speak up. It's a case of, if you don't speak up, once they come for me, they are coming for you too. AREWA, he cried out. He said, AREWA leaders, northern leaders, they should speak up. He's practically calling them to protect him. Please, you need to protect me. Oh. If this information I have been given, so many people are already saying that after Venezuela, maybe Nigeria is next. People who are taunting them about Donald Trump's action and what he can do and undo, right? Yeah, if you are spending a lot of time on social media, you are likely going to have encountered that. Those ones who are always saying, Trump. So when is going to be Nigeria's turn now? Stuff, right? Some are even saying, if they could go into Caracas to pick Maduro from the supposed presidential palace at the capital of the country, right? Then they could walk in straight and pick up a Kolu in Aso Rock. Because, if Maduro is called a drug lord and cartel leader, something like that, yeah? So there is another one in Nigeria. There are those who are taunting themselves on social media presently, right? So Gumi is asking the northern AREWA leaders to protect him, because if Nigeria should be next, true, this is not going to be just bombing terrorists or chasing them down to the Lake Chad, into the Sahel or whatever. This is also going to include or involve, their sponsor, spoke people, those who are their defenders, those who have used they are supposed, those who have used their positions either as traditional rulers, political office holders, or community leaders, whoever you are, religious leader, who have used this position to help build this cell of terrorists that are now killing Nigerians. So they will come for you. So it's a dog whistle. And the governor of Kasuwan State, he also in Hausa, also said, well, everybody is involved in this terrorism. And that is why it is not going to end. Have you heard that before? Yeah, that's the Bokwari's states, Katsina, their own governor, something rather by.
Kuma ai na faɗa ana ta ganin har maganganu ake ta yi gidan rediyo kamar ai manca na faɗa da kwai kowa cikin wannan hidimai. Akwai jami'an gwamnati, akwai jami'an tsaro, akwai sarakuna, akwai malamai, akwai kowa, akwai matasa, akwai mata. Ba wanda ba mu kama ba. Ba wanda ba mu kama ba a jihar Katsina. Ba irin kalan mutanen da ba mu kama ba. Har daga baya-bayan nan cikin S-Power da muka bada mun kama wani a Taranci shine Informa. Akwai malamin asibiti a ɗan Musa da muka kama shi ke zuwa ya nemi su magani. Akwai wakilin mai gari a Guga da muka kama an bashi 700,000 an zo an kashe mutum 30 da wani abu. Akwai jami'in da muka kama na tsaro a wajen Faskari wanda shi ya ba ma yan ta'adda dama suka zo suka kashe 'yan uwan shi. Yanzu ya gudu ya koma cikinsu. Muna da rakod ɗin, muna da sunan. Ai an tambaye ni da an nemi rada ba ni sai in magana a gidan rediyo don ka in ta maganganu.
You know, everybody is involved in this insecurity. Government officials, so security outfits, monarchs, women, youth. No kind of person we haven't seen related to insecurity in Katsina. It is, gosh, you know what they say? It is a free-for-all of thinking. The terrorists today, they struck again. In fact, it was one of those horrible attacks that you'll be like, what exactly would anybody say is the offense of these armless people? This happened in Niger State, where the terrorists attacked a market and opened fire. They killed over 40 people on the last count, injured unknown number as we speak. And they also kidnapped many, many other people. You see all this figure, all this number data right now, they are not readily available in that sense, okay? Just like what happened in Papiri, in that same state, Niger State, last year, or should I just give it time, 2 months ago, where these terrorists went into a Catholic school and they kidnapped 315 school children until the government started what they called, we rescued them. Rather, you rescued these kidnapped school children, yeah, in batches, by the way, in batches. So up to this moment, there are still over 60 of these children that have not been accounted for. So unfortunately, the community called the Kasuwan Daji or Daji Market, a community in Borgu local government area of Niger State, was where this happened. Today, Sunday. In that same breath, the same terrorists, not the same ones, but another set, right? Another group of terrorists uploaded a video of their recent or their latest catch, which also includes a police officer. These were travelers who were traveling from Kano to Kebbi State. Between the road, between their park and on the road to Kebbi, they got kidnapped. And the terrorists made their video, used their own device, their own phones to make a video, uploaded the video on these victims' social media page, demanding for ransom. All of this today.
Adamu, 'yan sanda da ke aiki a Police Academy Wudil. A jiya da rana na tsinkayi kaina ina kan hanyar tafiya zuwa Kebbi.
Normal wani a tamu iyaka bindigaji din tamu ya.
Domin sada zumunci da 'yan uwana da na baro wajen aiki da su shekarun baya.
Ka faɗi ƙure su jiya.
Domin sada zumunci akan 'yan uwana da na baro aiki gare su. Na gamu da ibtila'i akan hanya. Na gamu da 'yan bindigar daji wanda a halin yanzu muna hannunsu, muna roƙon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ya ba mu ikon daidaita tsakaninmu da su. Mutanen da mun zauna su ba su da niyyar cutarwa a gare mu. Sun ba mu shawarwari kuma mu kanmu 'yan Najeriya ne, mun san duk abubuwan da yake faruwa a Najeriya nan. Muna mai ba su haƙuri akan su duba mana, su duba Allah, su tausaya mana. Muna da iyalai, muna da 'yan uwa. Wani abun ya zo ƙarshe su daidaita da 'yan uwanmu. Na gode, Allah ya saka da alkhairi, Allah ya kara zumunci.
Kai uban me za ka ce? Iyakacin magana.
Ni ma bayani zan yi?
Ba ka bayani to don uban.
A'a to, salamu alaikum. 'Yan uwa, jiya ni ne Muntari Kano Tofa Local Government.
Tarihi.
Saboda haka dan Allah 'yan uwa da abokan arzika a taimaka mana akan halin da muke ciki.
To faɗi magana ka.
Yawa a taimaka mana halin da muke ciki. Dan Allah dan Annabi mun shiga muna neman ɗauki gare ku 'yan uwa. Allah ya taimake ku. Kuma mutanen nan har ga Allah mun yi zaman lafiya da su sun mun yi tafiya sun taimake mu.
Ni ne Ɗanladi wanda aka fi sani da Musa Rabiu Tofa a ƙaramar hukumar Tofa da Kano. Mun to da sabuwar tashar Rijiya Zaki zuwa birnin Kebbi. To akan hanyar mu ta zuwa birnin Kebbi, Allah ya gama mu da mun gamu da ibtila'i na yan fashin daji. To tsakanin da Allah mun a yadda muke dai mu gaskiya suna kyautata mana kuma suna sauƙaƙa mana. Saboda haka
ana kyautata ma?
Afuwa. Wayo Allah, wayo Allah.
A yi haƙuri dan
Afuwa dan Allah, afuwa dan girman Allah, afuwa. Wayo Allah, wayo Allah, wayo Allah. Afuwa dan Allah, dan girman Allah, afuwa.
Dan Allah
afuwa.
wayo Allah na. Dan Allah taimaka mana.
Wayo Allah, yan uwa muna nema a taimake mu dan girman Allah, a taimake mu. A taimake mu dan girman Allah, a taimaka mana.
Ƙaraciya kana cikin sauki, haka yanzu kana cikin sauki. Kure idanu.
Taimaka mana.
To shi ke bari a gaya musu.
Kuna cikin sauki yanzu.
An cire abin ne. An cire abin.
You see, this is why when you see anybody from northern Nigeria getting mad simply because you from southern Nigeria is mad that this is happening in Nigeria, it becomes so surprising. They will tell you, Hausa Fulani, Hausa Fulani, Hausa Fulani, they are the same. We are one. We are one. Fulanis are kidnapping Hausas and treating them like that for ransom, for money, killing them just like that. And they were supposed to be Fulani, Hausa Fulani, Hausa Fulani. When we were growing up, there was nothing called Hausa Fulani. Nothing like that. But they've managed to indoctrinate a lot of people. I mean, they've managed to kind of like fix that into the psyche of a lot of people that they are saying Hausa Fulani, Hausa Fulani. But the Hausas are victims of Fulanis. They are victims of this kidnapping. I mean, they are those who are being mostly killed. And they are supposed to be speaking the same language. They are speaking Hausa, Abi. So they took them, they asked them to demand for, of course, 200 million naira ransom. That's how much they're going to get before they release them. And somebody will tell you, you are being Fulani-phobic, Abi, you are being Guinea-phobic. Why won't you? Eh? In the country, that's government too. a country, sovereign country. They'll say Nigeria has sovereignty. You have sovereignty. The sovereignty of the country cannot be abused. We cannot let anybody come and, maybe we should just pray.
I want to return the glory to God Almighty, who delivered me from the Fulani henchmen. On 30th of November 2005, I was going to Werey, reaching to Agua to Ejemekuru.
Are you talking about 2005 or 2025?
2025.
Okay.
Choosing, praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
As we are going to Werey, we reaching to Ejemekuru, we saw the Fulani henchmen. They are about 15 in numbers. So we stopped the motor that we should stop. I tell the driver to move. And when driver with a fear, he ran away for back. He turned to back and he ran away, got hit for bush. As we reached there, driver jumped out from the window and all the Fulani henchmen point the gun at me. I now come down from motor. I now rush them. Say, I am a chosen. I am a chosen. You Fulani henchmen, who are you?
Correct.
I can't declare again, I am a chosen. I said, move, move. They drag me to bush. I said, I will not move anywhere, that I am a chosen. I am a chosen. I am a chosen. You Fulani henchmen, who are you? Where is the God of my past of power? Where are you? And I rush them with that gun. So when I rush them, they drag me. They want to drag me to bush. There is no, they could not. I can't grab him and gone. As I grab him like this, all the other people, all the members of Fulani henchmen run away. I just grab one. Power. I grab one. I just drag him. Where is the God of my past of power? Where are you? I just drag him. I just drag him. I just drag him. I just drag him with the gun. Praise the Lord.
Nambo kombidoro.
Nambo kombidoro. Nambo kombidoro.
Nambo kombidoro. Nambo kombidoro.
Nambo kombidoro. Nambo kombidoro.
Amen.
We just a drag. We just a drag. I just drag him. I call the two. Where is the God of my past of power? Where are you? Where is the God of my past of power? Are you? The other one wrong come. Say, what's happened? I don't know. Hear what they waiting the door. He say, I am a chosen. I am a chosen. You Fulani henchmen, who are you? I am a chosen. I am a chosen. I just drag him go. I am a chosen. You Fulani henchmen, go. Where are you? You Fulani henchmen, where are you? Who are you? So as we just drag like this, he carry his gun. As he get the little chance, he run inside the bush with gun. I thank this Almighty God who delivered me from the Fulani henchmen. All the people, we are three. They butcher them. They use knife to cut their head. Even now they have never recovered. But I thank this God who delivered me from the Fulani henchmen. Nothing happened for me. Amen. I glorify the name of God the Father who delivered me. His name is highly lifted up in my life in Jesus' name.
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
thank you, Lord. What shall I say? Thank you, Lord.
You never seen this kind of abuse before. Tinubu, I must abuse you. Tinubu, number one.
And for the record, brethren, there are at least over 80% of Nigerians who are suffering from mental health, one mental health problem to another. And this is not a joke, all right? So to survive in that contraption, you would have to probably develop some psychosis. Maybe the ones that you can manage, the one you can undo. And a lot of people, a lot of smart people, they have exploited this level of a psychosis. Millions of Nigerians are suffering from mental health problems caused by, of course, look at what it is like to be, you know what I mean? So to survive in that place, and you are not suffering from one psychosis or the other, you have no idea what waiting God do for you. So yeah, you would wish that you could actually disarm the terrorist the way the woman described it, right? But that is the level Nigeria has gotten to. So these guys, again, like you could laugh it off, okay? Like that of Gumi, who is calling on AREWA to protect him and save him from Donald Trump, okay? In Nigeria, like I said, there is a sizable number of the population suffering from, some said it is PTSD, but I think it's some are suffering from PTSD. People like us are suffering from PTSD. Me, I am suffering from the PTSD because I spent the first 28 years of my life growing up in Nigeria. Sure you get. And that's why people like us, they will say, if you survived in Nigeria, you can survive all over anywhere in the world. So there is still that PTSD, you know, something that you still want to probably remind yourself that, you know, the village people, they must not laugh you, you know. My own kind of like PTSD about Nigeria is that of when I am driving on the motorway, and there is this something that looked like a tanker, fuel tanker in front of me, right? A fuel truck like that, right? And I'm behind. There's always something in me. I mean, like my own PTSD will be like, what are you doing behind this truck? What if this truck loses control and boom? What if this truck just explodes? Why don't you get away and get out of here, right? I mean, just get away from this, you know what I mean? And also if I notice a truck behind me, I'm always like, you know what if it loses its brake? I need to get out of here. I don't want any truck behind me. I don't want any truck beside me. I don't want any truck, right? Going in traffic in front of me. That's my own PTSD. And a lot of us can probably still, a lot of us are still suffering from our own different kind of PTSD and all that. But I'm talking about chronic psychosis. America said Maduro has done so much to affect the Americans, okay? Is being part of those considered as sponsoring or backing the violence against Americans, drugs in America, and all that stuff. So that is an accusation. They've indicted him in New York. And then he got arrested, something that a lot of people are so like, what? How could you arrest a president in his own country? You know what I mean? You can't even arrest a president that goes to America, to United Nations. Here you get, like, you can't arrest him. But I think it's basically like America could arrest anyone if they want to. Or yeah, or some. So we're still dealing with the Maduro thinking and looking at where that is headed. About some Nigerians group themselves together. They are protesting in Nigeria against the action of Donald Trump in Venezuela. The other day we saw some of them protesting against what is going on in Gaza, what is going on in Iran, what is going on in this and that. You get different kind of thinking. We saw that the other day that we're doing the Adolf Hitler salute in Oshogbo. And they are pledging their allegiance to Palestine. We call them, I call them Nigerian Palestinians or Nigeria Palestinians. Yeah. So maybe these are the Nigerian Venezuelans.
When people take over, all oppression, then go run away. When people take over.
Viva Venezuela! Viva! From the Venezuela Solidarity Campaign in Nigeria, a campaign platform of socialist trade unions, civil society, youth group, workers from informal and informal sector. We bring solidarity to the people of the Venezuela working class and the Venezuela working people who are passing through aggression from the United States empire. It is no news that as we speak now, more than 50,000 United States soldiers have been deployed, and a lot of fighter jets, including warships, have been mobilized to the Caribbean Sea across Latin America. the lies from the Trump government is that they want to go and fight drugs in Venezuela. So they declare Maduro, President Maduro, and many of his cabinet members, many of the PASOK members, the ruling party, the socialist ruling party in Venezuela, as a threat to the US. We all know that this is lie. They did it to Gaddafi in Libya. They did it in Syria. They did it in Afghanistan. The funniest thing about Afghanistan was that even when the puppet was in power for 20 years and America was fighting Taliban, they cannot even develop Afghanistan. Neither do they even solve any problem for the people of Afghanistan. We all know that it is one of the important things we must know is that Venezuela is sitting on the highest oil reserve in the world. Venezuela oil remains the only country that have enough highest oil reserve, and this is why the US is going to Venezuela to start a war where there is no war. We are calling on Nigerian working people, we are calling on the people of the world to call on President Trump to stop his aggression against the Venezuelan people, Colombia, Nicaragua, Cuba, and all other countries that but most importantly that I want to stress out about this ongoing international campaign, because as we are here now, more than 70 in America, people across 17 cities are also protesting. In Europe, in South Africa, in Ghana, people are protesting against US war in Venezuela. One thing that I want Nigerians to know and people to know, people of the world to know, is that the war in Venezuela is about oil. And there is nothing, the only thing that can stop the war is by the people by rising against Trump's administration. The reality is also that when there are issues of oil, America wants to go there and plunder. Not America now, because all of them are America. The United States remain a capitalist empire who kills, when they preach human rights, today is international human rights, but when they even preach human rights, we realize that what they do in the United States has something to do with human rights. On the election, I want to say something. I used to tell people, what they are doing in America is not election. What they do is money bags contesting against money bags. And it's important to stress it that whatever it was, the United States government have no right to intervene in internal affairs of any other country like Venezuela. And it is important to also stress that the Venezuelan people are ready to confront the monsters of imperialism. And as we speak, the Congress in the United States has not been briefed upon the actions Trump has been taking. And it's on this note I said that we will continue to support all the campaign against imperialism anywhere in the world. We will continue to stand with the Bolivarian Revolution. We will continue to stand with President Maduro and all Venezuelan people who are opposing to the crisis of to the global capitalist crisis. On this, I said, Aluta continua. Venezuela is not a threat.
Venezuela is the future. The coalition of civil societies in Nigeria have gathered to show solidarity to the peoples of Venezuela against oppression, against harassment from capitalists, especially the US-led government. Venezuela is not a threat.
Venezuela is the future.
Venezuela is the future.
Venezuela is not a threat.
Venezuela is not a threat.
Venezuela is the future.
Venezuela is not a threat.
Venezuela is the future.
Venezuela is not a threat.
Venezuela is the future.
No to war in Venezuela.
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 Viva Venezuela.
Viva.
Viva Nigeria.
Viva.
Viva humanity.
Viva.
Yes, we are here today in solidarity to the good people of Venezuela. We are saying no to war. We are saying no to capitalism. We are saying no to oppression. We are saying no to every policies that US government are pushing against the good people of Venezuela. It's against democratic norms. Today is the 77th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. As we commemorate this landmark achievement in 1948, we, the people of Nigeria today, extend our solidarity to our brothers and our sisters in Venezuela, and we are saying no to war. Viva Venezuela. Viva. Viva Nigeria.
Viva. We are a poor nation. The bank coal will follow. They say firewood, not smoke. They say we need to plant more trees. And they are not giving us money. We need to open our eyes, shine it, and tell the West. If you don't guarantee our finances and work with us to stop this, we are not going to comply with your climate change. They'll do it.
They do it. So viva Venezuela, viva. Viva Venezuela, viva. Well, unfortunately, Maduro is not waiting. Yenike Maduro go duro is far, far deeper into their special prepared themselves for him in New York.
Excuse me? All right.
Hello. Happy New Year. Bienvenido. Good night. Good night. Que se dice? Night, ¿qué se dice? Buenas noches, ¿no? Good night. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So that's Maduro, and he is expected to stand trial for all his crimes. His deputy or his vice, that woman, has been sworn in as interim president of Venezuela. Something that people were like, well, America just wanted him out, right? Because the government is still in place. The government put in place by Maduro is still in place. So it is not a regime change. It is just to get him out. But again, that is still unraveling, by the way. So it's just by the way. So let's go back to Nigeria, where another man that is crying for help is Werey Wike. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this one is a wish. So forget this one, okay? Somebody said that if Tinubu, when Tinubu's time will come, right, it will also be dragged from the ass or rock. Meanwhile, if you check your screen, Tinubu uploaded this image on the right, okay, on X, on social media. Tinubu said he's having a lunch, or he had a lunch with Paul Kagame of Rwanda this afternoon. But now people are arguing that this image is AI generated, like the one on the left. The image on the right is now being alleged to be AI generated. This is the picture picked up from Tinubu's social media handle. So take a look at that far right at the bottom. Do you see that thumb down? That says Grok. Did they make an image of Tinubu? They told you that Tinubu was going to Europe. Remember? And from Europe, Tinubu will go to UAE. Saudi, I said Saudi. UAE, you know, Dubai. So Tinubu's Europe. They don't want to tell you it's France. They don't want to tell you Tinubu was going to France. So last year, Tinubu left after Christmas. He left for Europe, but it was France. So today, he claimed to be having lunch with Paul Kagame. Meanwhile, the image uploaded showed that it's an AI-generated image. 2026 is going to be interesting. You will see. So the man that is now also screaming, calling the attention of who care to listen, is Werey Wike, the FCT minister in Nigeria, the former governor of Rivers State, Werey Wike. Wike has been touring his state in the last few days. He's been visiting or touring every local government area, and they have been hosting him to rousing welcomes. I mean, like funfair and all of that stuff. And he has been giving speeches after speeches. And most of his speeches is just to say, listen, this 2027, we have to re-strategize. We gambled on the national politics that we got rewarded. We gambled on the state politics by choosing a governor, but we got burnt. So in 2027, there will be nothing like that anymore. Talking about Fubara, his own godson, according to Werey Wike, he said the agreement they had with Fubara includes that Fubara will not run for second term. They won't go for second term. That Fubara will sack Ehime Abina Izime, what's his guy's name? I mean, that guy's name, his own chief of staff. No, I think he's secretary to the government of the state or something. Ehime, that guy that was a member of House of Assembly before, that he must be sacked from that position. And somebody as elder of the, as the chairman of River State Elders Council, that person must be returned. They said these are part of the conditions given to Fubara. But it seems like a Fubara has now shortchanged Werey Wike, in which Wike believes that he is going nowhere. Because this agreement was made between Wike and his guys, Tinubu and other people who were witnesses, that Fubara going again, number one, he has an ambition to go for second term. And in fact, he has met with another set of people that Tinubu handed him over to, including that Yelawata, wait to be his name, that their national chairman, right? Their national secretary, the guy from Osun State, Adigbola or something, right? These are people that they send them to, they actually handed Fubara to them that, they should make him comfortable in APC. And they're already plotting to make Fubara the APC governorship candidate in 2027. Meanwhile, Werey Wike is everywhere saying, no, there's no APC, there's no PDP. What we have now is going to be a renewed hope party, a renewed hope family. But things got to head yesterday in Okrika, where Werey Wike was again hosted to a very, fabulous, fantastic kind of like reception. Then when it was time for Werey Wike to speak, he was told that wherever Fubara goes is where they are going. That they wish that they will settle their, their differences. That kind of shook Wike enough that he had to tell them the truth. That listen, in case if all of you don't know, if Fubara gets second term, my political career will be buried. How? As how? Wike. Let's go to Okrika. First, the reception they gave him, which made him feel like, felt like, okay, it was going to be a good day. Nah, it was actually a day for him to openly profess his frustration. Let us start with the reception. Wike. Reception was good. He walked in there gallantly. People loved him and all of that. I don't know who told him that. They actually told him, to go and settle with Fubara. Because if Fubara becomes a candidate of APC in 2027, Okrika will follow him. So it was time for Wike to speak. They handed him the microphone, and Wike openly appealed to the king. He visited the palace of the king, right? He appealed to him that, please, don't get involved in politics. Okay?
We'll soon start politics. We'll soon start politics. I didn't say you should be involved. Don't be involved. Allow us to play our politics. Stay as a traditional ruler. I don't want anybody to say tomorrow, you are putting your hand. Don't put hand. But that does not mean that you don't have anybody to support your mind. But allow us to play our game. If there's any problem, you call us to settle. But I want to tell you that not be business as usual again. All of us have taken decision on what to do. So I believe those of them who are children will tell you the decision we have taken. Just for your ears, not for you to participate. You're my friend. So I don't want us, in fact, why I'm not becoming sick because based on your stool, I don't want anybody to say, oh, Amarabo, you've cancelled the recognition. That's why I don't want to come since. But since I've come here, you will not be happy that I left without coming to greet you. So that's what we are here for.
How much is money? Calling. Premium honor. Now you know. Is that you? Jesus is Lord. Jesus. Is that you?
Wike, he went to that traditional ruler to softly warn him. I don't want us to fight. I don't want you to take sides. We have made up our minds of what to do. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. We wouldn't want a situation. This is indirectly saying we wouldn't want a situation that you are going to take side with the other side. And once they lose that power, because that is what will happen in Rivers State, the moment Werey Wike have his way in your 2027 charade, once he kind of have his way, right? Boom. You see all those people who are on the side of Fubara, starting with this, starting with those ones at the local government levels, their political career is finished dead. The traditional rulers who took sides, their own career, being traditional rulers in Rivers State is also gone. That is what will happen. A total clean sweep. Because according to Werey Wike, if Fubara should get second term, his political career will be buried. So right now, the Rivers people will have two choices, I think. To help Werey Wike maintain his political career and help him bury Fubara's career, or stay with Fubara and bury Werey Wike's career completely. Or the third option, bury their careers and their minions, their foot soldiers, the anger-ons, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the praise singers, the all-risers, those old men in their 50s, 60s, singing, dancing for Werey Wike and Fubara, left, right, and center. Oh, because, Asha Jeun, man must chop. Maybe Rivers people should actually bury all of their careers come 2027. I would take the last option if I have a role to play. But here is Werey Wike telling the Rivers people why they must never allow Fubara to get a second term.
We are taking decision, no going back as far as Tinubu is the other one. Well, no way. No way. Because if we make another mistake, then go and bury yourself politically. I will not allow myself to be buried. I will not allow that mistake again. We are not. So I want to assure you here that we're working together. There's nothing like party here. It is Renewed Hope family. Renewed Hope what? Family. If you are not a member of this family, we will face you in the field. Yes. If you are not a member of this family, original member, not fake one, we will face you in the battle. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, way. Be one. So let nobody bother himself. Let nobody bother himself. We will do what we know how to do. There will still nothing yet. By the time we finish, they will better go and rest. Because I was hearing somebody say, oh, those who work for Atiku have joined them. You work for Atiku, he couldn't give Atiku 10%. So what is the political relevance? You cannot. These are the full soldiers here. Yeah. We will do what we know best at the appropriate time. We will come back, sit down with you, and see what you feel, what is their own thinking. Amen. And then we can move forward. So don't say I didn't tell you. I've told you that mistake we made in 2023, we shall correct it. for the betterment of everybody. So I know where I have gone. I'm not going to see any king or chief. But today, I'll go and see my friend. I'm a rebel for Kochile. I know he's a traditional ruler, but I'll go and see him today. Because we have been friends. People should remember things. I was the one who opened the gate. I made the Honorable of Ogoloma first class.
Yes, very well.
I made the Honorable of Ogoloma second class. Honorable of Borgu. There are 8 every college I did. So people don't understand. This was what no governor could try. But I said I would do it. And I did it. Did it have to come down? No. Did it have to come down? No. So, we are taking decision, no going back as far as Tinubu is the other one, well, no way. No way. Because if we make another mistake, then go and bury yourself politically. I will not allow myself to be buried. I will not allow that mistake again.
So he's not going to allow himself to be buried. So he will be relying on the foot soldiers. He said, these are the foot soldiers here. And we will do, when the time comes, we will do what we normally do, or what we know how to do best. So you should all start getting ready. But somebody is saying, if they should rig 2027 elections, that is if Tinubu rig 2027 elections, well, you may have another Maduro Marose on your hands. I didn't say it is a PDP, one of the PDP leaders, okay? And his name is Sadeto Kumbo PS.
No principles. I mean, things are just happening haphazardly, and it's shameful. But the PDP is alive and well, believe it or not. You see, because the indication for me is what is going on in the field. We have, our structure is solid. After that National Convention of November 15, 16, 2025
in Ibadan.
In Ibadan, everything is in order. The only problem we have now is INEC that is giving recognition to people, our members that we have expelled. I mean, that is the only problem we have.
It's a big problem, isn't it?
It is a big problem. It is not a problem only for the PDP. It is a problem for the question of survival of democracy in Nigeria. It's a question of integrity of our institutions. Where you have INEC, the chairman, I said it before many times, I'm sure you know that, so long as the president, who is going to be competing in the same election, is the one appointing the INEC chairman, we have a problem. So that problem is there. So the INEC chairman has to be above board. Everybody has to sit. So far, Amupiton is behaving just like the one before him, satisfying everything that comes from the political party in power. It's not good enough. So that's a problem for us, but it's a problem for the whole of the Nigeria. And that is a terrible thing to do because the whole international world is watching. If you rig election the way you normally rig it before, you may have Trump coming to get you in your chambers. You may disappear overnight.
You're using Trump to threaten the Nigerian state.
Yes.
That's what you're doing.
Yes. Everybody has to be careful. This is not the first time it's happening. International Criminal Court is there. So be careful what you do. The way they rig election in Nigeria, and no. It's not going to happen again. 2027 is going to be different. So everybody be on the lookout. what we are doing in the PD is making sure that we talk to members of the party. Look, see.
Again, everyone is now gearing up, getting ready to tell you. You'll be hearing different threats. And they are just harmless threats, so to say. Maybe some of them will be serious threats. But mostly harmless, you know. Like if you rig the election, if anybody rig the story, when the day of the charade comes, the entire social media will be flooded with those who are thumbprinting, multi-thumbprint. I mean, they are like multi-thumbprinting different ballot papers. You see those who are fighting and snatching ballot boxes. You see those who will be telling others not to vote here. Go, you can't vote here. Everybody, move. You get what I mean? All these videos will be flooding everywhere. And guess what? Before you know it, results will start flying again. Results. He even added more. Interesting convo.
At the time when there was going to be a change of government from Jonathan to Buhari,
Sure.
It became anything.
Let me remind you something. Just give you an insight, right? This is him now talking about the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, conditions given to Nigeria in the fight against this terrorism. And so far, so good, right? It seemed Nigeria has only fulfilled one, where, what is this guy's name again? Samuel Jackson or something. Jackson, right? Has been released, discharged and acquitted, right? It's not standing, it's not waiting to be hanged by what their Supreme Court ordered, right? So that's one. The second one is that they will fight the terrorism head on now. And it seems they are already doing that, but it is still not been effective, so to say, right? That's what he's talking about. Now listen.
At the time when there was going to be a change of government from Jonathan to Buhari,
Sure.
It became anything but Jonathan.
Sure.
So if we're continuing like that, are we really getting it right, or we're simply repeating the mistakes of the past?
No. We're saying that, you see, the point is, let us be sincere. What got Jonathan out of office was not because Jonathan was not performing. An illusion of failure was created.
Illusion. The bombs were going off. Boko Haram was very active at
Yes,
that time.
very active.
Car parks were being bombed, churches were being bombed.
That is true,
Nigerians were dying.
But unfortunately, the people behind the whole development of Boko Haram are the people in APC government now, including Buhari himself.
Yeah, that's an allegation.
Yes, it is an allegation, and I make it boldly to be sued. Anybody can take us to court on it.
Because we're still having terror attacks.
If
you say they were the sponsors and they are now in government, so how come we're still having the terror attacks?
That is why they cannot stop the terror attacks, because they are in collusion with the terrorists. That is the issue.
It's an allegation that
it is an allegation, and I'm not the only one making it, and this is not the first time that it's been made.
Since it cannot be proven, maybe
Three things that the American government has asked the Nigerian government to do to avoid the kind of thing that has happened to them in Venezuela. One, you release, what's his name? Is he Jack or Jackson, the guy that was arrested, defending himself? Release him. Number two, publish the name of people who are sponsoring terrorism. They haven't done that. They can't do it. Because if you publish those names, most likely Shatima will be on that list. Bola Tinubu himself will be on the list.
Those are allegations that you cannot prove.
Look, during the Boko Haram incident that got rid of Jonathan,
you can't prove those allegations, and you do not know for a fact that America has asked for such a list to be published.
No. That is a fact.
No, we don't know that.
Well, that is a fact, that the list must be published. The third thing is that you must end terrorism in your country. Attacks on Christians and non-Muslims and non-supporters of extremists. All the killings, the terrorism, the insecurity must end. Those are the three things.
Which is why the Nigerian government is working with the American government.
So they say.
Oh, I like that man. About Detongubo, PS. He's in Nigeria. And he just said it there, like, he could be sued. Don't harass me. Don't arrest me or something, right? Sue me if you think I'm making a wild, very much insightful allegation. But he's saying the truth. Kabiru Shokoto, a Boko Haram bomber, who organized the bombing of an Abuja church on Christmas Day. He was arrested, put on trial. While he was being transported from police detention to another detention, he got missing. He disappeared for straight 11 months. When he was recaptured, guess what? He said he's been living inside the Borno State Governor's Lodge, Abuja. And he's been driving around Abuja for all this while. I didn't say that. There is a court document that referenced this I just told you. And who was the governor of Borno State at the time? Your current vice president, shitty man. So the man is not making things up. They all know what they have done. They all know what they are doing. They all kind of, you know what I mean? It is such like a cult. And that is the reason why what you are witnessing in Nigeria today is happening. Because if the government is not involved, if those in government are not involved, there is no way this terrorism would have become so big like what you have right now and so established that there is no any real major arrest and trial of all these murderous terrorists. None. The guy who is the Minister of State for Defense, Matawale, Bello Matawale, has been publicly, not only that he's been indicted of being involved in banditry, okay? Because the bandits in Zamfara, those ones who are mining gold, turning villages to mining sites, displacing people after they have killed those they will kill. They all ended up, most of them ended up working for him, the state governor. This was the guy who spent over 800 million naira just to placate this terrorist, Bello Turuji. True story. Bello Turuji walked straight into the government house in Zamfara for a peace meeting. He bragged openly where they had all these service chiefs, so all these, what do they call them? All these, your regional military guys, I don't know what you call them right now. They were all seated, police chiefs, they were all seated in the same government house, commissioners, government officials, governor. The guy grabbed the microphone and said, he came here voluntarily simply because he knows that there is nothing anybody can do to him. Because if they try anything with him, he will leave this place, unhurt, but he will burn down this government house. He said it openly. They all clapped for him when he said, but he is here today for peace. 870-something million naira was what that visit, that relationship, peace deal cost Zamfara State. The guy is the Minister of State of Defense right now, sitting in the room where they are discussing security intel on how to destroy the terrorists. And you actually believe that is, So the old man is not really lying. All right? But Nigeria is a place where you are not expected to speak like that on TV. Do you see how uncomfortable the hosts, do you see how uncomfortable they became? Yeah, that's Nigeria, because they know that that statement could put them in trouble with those in government. But that is not a new statement. It's not actually like a new revelation or anything, you know? So talking about the 2027, so it has been reported right now that the governor of Kano State, Abba Yusuf, is likely going to go and join APC soon. Something that triggered an emergency Kwakwansop or Kwakwansia meeting called by Kwakwansop himself. He said Tinubu has been pressuring governors. Not only that he's giving them money, he's actually threatening them to come and join him before 2027. Or they will lose their election in their states. They should go and try anything they want to try. If you are not in APC in 2027, you will lose your election. You will lose your return and all of that stuff. How is that a democracy? Now, Kwakwanso is feeling betrayed. Kwakwansias, they are feeling betrayed. Their party is ANPP, those red cap guys from Kano. So their leader, Kwakwanso, who also want to be president, all right, is now sending what is like a political fatwa to those who have betrayed him and those who are still planning to do same, right? But first, in Hausa, message for Kolu, that you can collect all these governors, you can threaten them to join you. In 2027, you won't be able to rig, right? And he said he's also looking for his own a new political party, and he's going to join their coalition. 2026 is going to be interesting. You shouldn't miss any, right? So for a moment, before we join Kwakwanso, right, could you please take a moment, if you haven't really liked the broadcast, the video, just 1 second, right? Like it, and then let's continue. I'll remind you again.
Yanzu suna can ragowar ma suna ta sa tension da pressure cewar kowa sai ya koma, don kowa ya koma gurin su ina za ka yabu talaka. Shi kenan sai a zo a ce kafin ma a yi zaɓen an yi tafi kowa ya ci zaɓe wanda aka taga a gusa. Wasu su san siyasa, wasu gani suke yi yawan gwamnoni, yawan ministoci, tsofaffi da sabin da sauran manyan mutane big names shi ne cin zaɓe. Wanda ba haka ne, cin zaɓe shi ne ka kwantar da hankalin talaka mai zaɓe maza da mata matasa su yadda in ka samu sun samu, wannan shi ne cin zaɓe. In za a buga sau ɗari a haka wani ba da to ke yi za a iya kwace zaɓe. Ina so gaya muku ko in ce sake gaya muku. Zaɓen 20 sabu ko ba zaɓe ne tsakanin.
So that's Kwakwanso telling Tinubu that even with all the governors, put all of them on your side, defeat awaits you in 2027. Kwakwanso was pretty much rumored after meeting with Tinubu a few times. He was being rumored to be planning to join their APC. I don't know what changed, but he's currently saying that he is willing and ready to be vice president in the coalition of ADC, right? But they are talking now to the ADC, and they are he is likely going to now take their ANPP to coalition. It is also in Hausa.
Wani ma cewa ake yi haɗin baki ne, zaɓin option 1, option 2, option A, option K da sauransu. Ai muka kawo wannan options ɗin saboda mun ga ya dace da wannan lokaci, wancan lokaci. Amma yanzu wannan lokaci harka muke ta ƙasa, harka muke ta jihar Kano. Dole sai mun tsaya mun tara ƙarfin mu guri ɗaya, wanda yake za mu daɗa samun nasarori a zaɓuɓɓuka masu kyau. Kuma mun gaya mutane, ok, za mu tafi da ku. Menene kuka karɓo mana? Sai a ce za a bani wasu 'yan mukamai. Za a bani 'yan mukamai? Ok, guda nawa? Kuma wanne ne daidai ni? Wanda zan karɓa a cikin 'yan mukamai. Wanne ne daidai national chairman? Tunda national chairman ba da shi da esco dinsa da sauran shugabanni ba kallon ruwa suka zo ba, su ma mutane ne da iyalansu da darajarsu. Duk wannan bayanai babu wani mai ansa, amma abin da nake gaya musu shi ne mu a lissafin can na ƙasa muna sa rai mu samu jama'iyya wacce za mu haɗu da wasu ko NNPP ce amma abin da muke so na fari shine wanda za su yarda ni na bi mun kwankwaso in hau kai ko ina lamba ɗaya ko ina lamba biyu.
So he assured them that if the governor wants to leave, he should go and join Tinubu. That in 2019, they had no councillor, they had no chairman, they had no assembly, they had no national assembly, they had no governor, no nothing. And yet, they were able to come from that obscurity to relevance enough to actually control a state. And yeah, have all this that they never had. Meanwhile, right, when Peter Obi joined or declared for the same coalition a few days back on the 31st of the close of 2025, there were other people there, and there were things they said. People like, Yinaya Abaribe and quite others. The former governor of Imo State, but I don't know if they actually recognize him as the former governor. Yeah, the guy the Supreme Court removed for Oplesus Otingba, right? The former deputy governor, Austin Okpa. Is that his name? No? Don't worry. Watch this. In this their coalition too.
I am fully in ABC. Following my brother and our leader, Mr. Peter Obi. I wish all of us well, and I know that we are going to get there. When I was giving my last interview, and they were asking me, how do you think it will happen? I told them, Borgu. Every woman knows what Borgu means. Now it's in Borgu. The time has come. The whole of us are going into ADC, and we shall remove the cancer that has held Nigeria down since 2015. We will remove that party that promised change. Change. That party brought death and destruction to Nigeria. Yes. And so I wish everyone well and want to pledge my loyalty to our chairman, Mr. David Mann, and my party. My party. Yes, sir. Which party is my party?
Mr. Chairman of the occasion, Ochen Simon Okrika, who by the grace of God will be 90 in a few days' time. My boss, our boss, the man that has taught me so much, the good and the bad. Distinguished Senator David A.B. National Chairman of the African Democratic Congress. Distinguished leaders, our leader, Ogute Peter Obi. Distinguished leaders gathered here, particularly of the Southeast region, and our dear friends. leaders of the Southeast, ladies and gentlemen, it is with a sense of humility and conscious of the fact that history is being made today that I accept the rare honor to do the needful. The needful is that several Nigerians, and indeed, most importantly, of the Southeast extraction, have been waiting for this moment to come. Am I speaking what you know? Your Excellency, Senator David Mark, you have heard Ogude, he has made the formal announcement. My job is to propose, realizing the fact that by His grace and by virtue of my responsibilities in the past, I was part of nurturing our democracy till these days. Worked very hard to stabilize multi-party democracy in our country. Very well aware that there is no democracy without opposition. In our time in the federal government, we ensured that opposition had their voice. Consequently, I do propose that all of us, representing the vast majority of the Southeast political players in our country, men, women, youth, and indeed the special citizens, do propose and move that we all join the African Democratic Congress as a party that we shall use for the Southeast to get back to the federal government of Nigeria. Realizing that since
ADC, so the Southeasterners, so this, they are selling you that already, okay? That with Peter Obi on board, that means the Eastern Nigeria is on board the coalition. I have my friends that will say, Mayegun, you're just like wasting your time. We're not interested in their charade. Of course I know. I know those who are not interested. I'm just saying. Right? But talking about interest or no interest, this is what would now take us back again to Werey Wike in Awada, right? Where it seemed to have answered some of the speculations of people, right? Like all this gra-gra. So far, Fubara is kind of like, all right, okay with Tinubu. So at the end of the day, Tinubu is just going to call him. Now, Werey Wike is sending a message to people like that to say, oh, those of you who are saying Tinubu will call me. First, they don't want to make the same mistake again, he said.
Work. Like the risk we took at the national level worked. The one we took at the state level didn't work. But the national level by Mr. President, it worked. That's why Mr. President is somebody you should appreciate. Because he appreciates people who have done good things for him. The mere fact, as a Rivers man, as a South person, in spite of all the troubles, he decided that his son should be the Minister of FCT. It has never happened in the history of this country.
His name is Wike. Your name is Wike. You are the performing minister. Your name is Wike.
So,
damn it. I didn't hear that part. Is that not like a popular Christian song? Your name is something, your name is, you are the something. Oh, man, I can't remember the song. I want to change this. Your name is Wike. Your name is Wike. are the performing minister. Your name is weak. Your name is Ya. Hi. Those are his men, okay? He won't make that a mistake again. He won't do that. He won't take that risk again. Now, if Tinubu called him, right? Let's say if Tinubu should call him, what is he gonna do? But his answer. Before we proceed, I still have more for you.
Let me tell you about the state is concerned. We will not let the mistake we made in 2023. Thank you, sir. I want to tell you now, don't ask me. Are we going there? We are not going there. Are you hearing me? We are not going there. And I hear people are boasting that they will call me and give me instructions. Let me tell you. Now, that is like instruction as far as the state is concerned. Nobody will call me because, like our brother was saying, you had a first agreement, somebody reneged. The second agreement, you reneged. Who can really accept again? We will not make that mistake again. It has nothing to do with me as a person. As a minister of the Federal Capital Territory, I'm very comfortable. But what I'm saying is our people here. Before, when I was governor, River State used to be respected nationally. When a governor is talking, when I was a governor, you know that River State is in charge. When I was a governor, I challenged the federal government over the police trust fund. I challenged the federal government over that, and we won. Now because opposition has collapsed, everybody's running up now on your mandate. Why didn't you shout on your mandate 60? We have been shouting on your mandate also. Yes, I told the country, I never hid it. I said, listen, as far as Bola Tinubu is concerned, there's nothing to think about it. He has to complete his 8 years because he has shown River State love. Who would ever believe in this world that a Rivers man will be a minister of the Federal Capital Territory? Who would ever believe that? And by the grace of God, we are doing very well. You can see that River State is respected because of what we are doing in the Federal Capital Territory.
Who is going to call me? People specifically said that Tinubu will call him and just give him an order. Then he went there to say, who is going to call me? Tinubu. Tinubu will not call me. Because Fubara reneged on the agreement we had with him. So you think Tinubu will just ignore that? Say, but Tinubu handed him over to these guys in APC. That's very wicked for you, right? Now let's go to something else. Still politics, okay? Or meat politics. So Fubara's deputy, Ngozi, the deputy governor, has now officially herself also joined the APC in that same Rivers. I don't want to leave it out. It's part of the council.
In Africa, APC.
On your mandate, we shall stand.
It is smoky Igbo. It is taking them.
So put that on the file as well, on the list of all that's still to play out as we work into this 2026. Almost 2026. Indeed. That if you should have an emergency in Nigeria right now, tell me, what number would you dial? Do you know it? 999 199 911 111. Now I'm asking you, if you are in Nigeria, it's a valid question. No, I'm not trying to push your destiny. Because there are people who, I have seen everywhere where you will see the police, they will put numbers out and they will say this is emergency number. The fire service, this is emergency number. What else again? Okay, general emergency number. It's what? 122. Brilliant. So if you should ask an FRSC official, for example, if I am not asking you, I'm glad that some of you are putting it out there. So it is 122. Somebody just said it. So it is 122. That's the right one. If you have any emergency in Nigeria, in any part of Nigeria, whether it is the kidnappers or anything, or armed robbery, or maybe a car breakdown or an accident or an emergency, so to say, you are stranded, you need help, just dial 122 in Nigeria. So an FRSC official went on TV and he was asked, what's the emergency number of Nigeria? And he said 112. And somebody said, oh, that doesn't work. And I was like, no, try it, it will work. Such an embarrassing moment, right? Watch it.
I remember I was in Abuja when we were distributing handbills, and one was given to a very dark man. One time, and you know his nature, he just said, let's see whether
should I call one?
Is
okay, let me try.
Android?
Yeah, it's true.
Is that Android?
It's Android.
Call 122. He just called the line, and the next thing, he said, Nigeria is working. This thing, they responded. That is if they had called that line, they would have signaled, then the people come. And the essence of the patrol team is to get you to the point.
Does not exist. Please check the number and try again. Thank you.
You can still try it. He said it does not exist.
Yeah, but if it was an emergency case.
That one is not. That one is beyond the FRSC. The network issue is beyond the FRSC. You are talking as if your own phone too wouldn't have given you such. Okay. We are used to this. But so they got there. When they get there, they call the nearest command. And the nearest, as the ambulance is moving, it will call the nearest patrol.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. I am mumu na too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise?
Me boy Werey ni ile ayé mi. I have never heard anything like that in my life. That somebody will say, go dial 122 right now. And then you dial the number and it says, this number does not exist. Such an embarrassing moment. It didn't say the number is busy. It shouldn't even be. Okay, yeah, maybe busy. How can you say emergency number doesn't exist? And then he was like, that's not our fault. It's the fault of the telecommunication company. All right. Emergency number. You don't understand. Now emergency number. Emergency number na government line. If emergency number of a country is dead, like dead, we say it no exist. Dial 911. Is that what you dial in America? 911. Dial 911 in America. And it says this number does not exist. You know millions of people that are going to go into serious panicking mode straight up. But it is Nigeria. Nothing they shock people per se. Not really. They may act shocked. I promise you, nothing really shock an average Nigerian. Except for those ones who just want to kind of like put up the drama and all that. It's crazy. So, our national emergency number 122 sometimes may say doesn't exist. Even though we have, I've actually had people who said they actually called it, but they didn't want to waste their time. So they just, they said after 3 seconds, the line was picked. So please save the number. Don't mind that video. Okay? It's just to let you know that in case if you call it, But you go advisable. How can I advise you right now to save an emergency number and at the same time tell you that if you are in emergency, the number can say doesn't exist? How is that helpful? And we shall do what you think is, you know what I mean? But save the number because it may save your life. You get what I mean? The other part that seems to be actually working and having what they call the show walking, like show your walking, is the NDLEA. I don't know how they have been doing it. They have, in the recent times, they have just been arresting and, discovering, they have been arresting vessels and they have been discovering cocaine, drug inside. Here, this is their latest haul from a vessel that is coming from Brazil. Hang on, Brazil on even. Yeah, watch this. So my own advice is that you should please continue to make your own coffee if you are visiting people new, or you should make sure that they are making the coffee in your presence. Komalo, Digbe, Komalo, you will drink coffee or more, you find yourself in another place. So kind of, I don't know what to say there, right? And for the women in, what's this place called again? Uruezi, Bema, in Ozubulu, in Anambra State, they have given the, what they call their own local justice to an elderly man accused of sexually assaulting another elderly woman in the community. So they kind of like barred him from the community to never be seen again. And this was the procession. Local justice. So the barring from the community is never to come back there again, okay? Because he is accused of sexually harassing another, like raping another married woman who is also an elderly too, okay? At this point, I'm thinking we should just open the line. I mean, open the line after this, okay? And let's take reactions. Now that we have decided that we will keep having our regular conversations, okay, after Mayegu's presentations, okay? So please, if you have to go, for those who are going to work tomorrow, I understand, okay? So please like the broadcast before you leave and subscribe to the channel as well if you probably enjoyed this convo, okay? Now, it is going to get even more interesting when the line is opened. The number to call is on your screen. Use it. And when I come back, in a minute or two, right? Yeah, we can have a chat. I could be speaking to you then. Yeah, you. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, Mayagu.
Sir.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy
New Year. Yeah,
same to you.
This Iroke.
Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah, this Iroke. This Iroke.
Oh, Iroke.
Yeah. So yes.
How are you?
Yeah. So happy New Year. Well, I'm good. I'm good.
Beautiful,
well,
sir.
Let me just go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I want to, thank everyone, the viewers. Please like and share. Let me just go straight to the point. Gumi, no matter what he's crying, they will be sending that raptor, and when they will buy him, he's not going to know, because Gumi have been one of the traitors of that country. Since he doesn't want to change, that change will be on him. But I know it's not this year. I mean, for the fact the eyes are looking on him, I mean, he cannot escape it. You cannot challenge people who are bigger than you. So since they want to destroy Nigeria, they will first of all destroy them. Because since they want to destroy, killing people, doing all kinds of things, the Nigerians who doesn't even have struggling, then you just want to be using your men to make sure you finish them. So they will finish you. And what you want to tell them is that, you see that Nigeria, as we always say, is going to break into pieces. That one is for sure. That Nigeria is going to break into pieces.
Because,
whether they like it or not. Whether they like it or not.
Saying here,
yes.
Right? Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yes.
All right. We are not compatible. We have so much differences that, we never make Nigeria work. Because you can't be trying to placate people who believe that bloodshed, all these killings, is their own way of expressing their own displeasure with the Nigeria. When all of us have our displeasures, our marginalizations, we didn't pick up arms and start killing innocent people to say we are angry. So if this is their own way of life, why can't they just have their country? And people can have their own different countries too. Or people have their regions and autonomous regions, right?
Yeah, correct. I mean, that's what they should have done. Because if you don't like people, why killing other people? In order to satisfy your own angerness or whatever thing you call it. You're not supposed to kill anybody, because people, like they already, put us together, but since that contraction is not working, it's just to disintegrate it. Everybody go their way, because if you keep holding everybody to their will, I mean, nobody like it. And moreover, where they come from, since killing is their own part of way.
Yeah, of expressing their own
nobody wants to. Nobody wants to associate with you. So they should just. I mean, but my prayer is that country must be disintegration. There will be disintegration in that country, whether they like. And I thank God, Netanyahu already come out, say you will involve in our matter.
Yes,
I like him. I like him. Yeah, I like him. So as we keep shouting this thing, I believe they are watching us.
Yeah.
Even the Americans, they are watching us. So we'll keep shouting until that day reach, and no single life will lost. I mean, it's gonna turn in a very amicable way that even when it will break up, nobody even knows the country have break up. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day.
Thank you too, and then you have a great week, by the way. All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I have another caller, and this must be the Prince representing. Something, somehow your call is not connected directly. You may have to actually try again. It's not that busy right now. Try it again. I don't know, sometimes, right? Because I stopped using the cable connection, right? So I prefer this kind of like a Bluetooth connection. But surprisingly, sometimes the call just doesn't connect. The Prince, you are connected again. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, Baba.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Everybody can
Thank
hear
you.
now. Okay.
Oh, very good. Very good. Yes, so Baba, I'm very, very happy. I saw some group of people that were protesting. I don't know if it's Showure guys, revolution now, protesting against Trump.
Yes.
But they said they came as a civil servant, a civil organization.
Civil society organization, CSO.
And they know the window where they're from come. You know? So the funny thing is that they are talking about sovereignty. They are against what Trump did. He went to do this, commit international crime. Nigeria have forgotten that they committed international crime to go and kidnap the kind of from Kenya. And they came and became judge in their own matter. Upon their own court, discharge and acquit him, they still say no. Until their own court said nah, they have convicted him, they now accepted that judgment. The other first judgment, they threw it away. They are talking of, they are standing up against Trump, what he did in Venezuela. Why their own country are not talking to their own government of encroaching into Benin Republic, encroaching into Kenya to commit an international crime? So you see what the word is there is all about interest, not about your law, about your sovereignty. It's about interest. America went to Venezuela. They went there for their own interest. I believe so. So Nigeria went to kidnap Mazen Kano, committed international terrorism. Now their own interest now. Now that one be their problem. So that their terrorism.
Right now, we say, what if America now have to make Nigeria their next target? That nobody really knows how far they will go. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like making some people uncomfortable, jittery. Like, what if you wake up tomorrow and it's happening in Nigeria too, but in a different way?
My ego, yes. The truth is that everybody they are getting the signal. When Gumi will get 100 head, he's not deleting all his posts, both video and everything. It means they are getting the signal. Asare Dokubo, we don't know inside water where he hide now. They do like frog inside water.
Maybe that one goes to making own video too.
And I'm up with the wait. America is waiting for all of them to make their video, show their face. If na Sunday Borgu, you go say if you say the terrorism they are fighting against, you don't like it. Come out and make video and say yes, you want Fulani for Southwest. Let your face be on video as his own face is on video. Are you getting me? Yeah. So it is very, very good. It's a very good development. And the signal is that Nigeria have double problem now because not only America is on their neck, Israel is also on their neck. Are you getting me? So I will advise the caliphate, the Sokoto, Satan of Sokoto, I will advise him, his children, they can still continue to use Nigeria as a cover to commit local and international terrorism. Now the world satellite is available and is on their neck. You understand? So let's be watching the drama. It's a drama. You understand?
Thank you so much.
God bless you, Baba.
And you too.
Thank you. I know Kalu is hiding. We don't know where Kalu is hiding.
He's in France now.
He don't lost.
He's in France. He said he had their lunch with Paul Kagame this
with AI video, Abi. No wahala, Baba. See you later, Baba.
Whatever they are, you know, anything where they covered, go because it's a matter.
That na gaman burial. You know.
Thank you so much, Prince. There is another caller on the line, brethren. Hello. Why are the calls not kind of like connecting straight? Hang on.
My king.
Hello.
My king.
Oh, the prince.
I'm with my king. Is Adebayo on the line?
They're from Sweden. Prince Adebayo from Sweden. How are you this evening, sir?
My king, I'm good. I'm doing very fine, my king. My king, there is one list you made mention of one list there. So I don't know if it was me that was distracted, but I didn't hear the last request by the American government.
Well, they are straight.
They made four requests.
That Jackson guy should be freed. He's been freed. Second one is that
yes.
Nigeria must show the effort to end the killings of Christians in Nigeria. The third
yes.
one is that
yes.
Nigeria must list the names of the terror sponsors. Those ones they have investigated, they have indicted behind the scene, but they've never put on trial. Now, this time around, they want all these names and their profiles, right? Something that they are saying, if that should be the case, Shittiman will be on the list.
Yes. Of course. And that list, we want to see it. This one is not because we don't want to see another from Trump, like the one he did with the election, the Tinubu case in this thing that they say they now redacted all the rubbish files. We are not begging them to release this file. You know, we don't want that. So after all this Trump, we just go straight to the point because the water don't pass Gary already.
Yep.
And the first thing on that list that I was thinking, I thought he said that they should remove Sharia law. In a secular country, still answer Sharia law. Yes. Now that place. Exactly. After what
they must end Sharia law in Nigeria.
They must end Sharia law in Nigeria law. Let us be sitting that one out because that's the major one for all of us.
Some clerics in northern Nigeria said, in fact, I actually shared that press conference on this platform as well, where they said, if America insists that Sharia law must be removed from Nigeria, they will be willing to go to war. Do you remember that?
Can you fight God?
That they are willing. Northern Nigeria is willing to go to war to defend.
To go to war. With who now? To go to war against who now?
Baba, if America said they should remove Sharia, there will be war in the end.
Can you see it? What did I go inside the one as?
Everybody, you know, I ain't how I say. Everybody, well, you know, get jazz. Papa, you know, get your she go to continue Obama son here in your body. Ijebuni, we know. We to never oh, to learn. You could buy any now. Money. You get juju. You know the mouth. So, oh, they go follow La Kurawa and J Republic. When the
you know, people they make that comment, they go fight America. You know, they never see war. You know, that war when they fight for Nigeria, you know, reach north now. Now east they go fight now. You understand? So they never see war. Now this is what we tell them for 3 years. All these Igbo people, where do they say, this and that? They never see suffer before. You know, when it's only government and go ask Hiroshima and Nagasaki, or maybe they even go ask, you know where they call Bikini Island. What says to bomb from there anymore? Only that bomb where they say they are about 45 years ago, or how many years ago, Baba? No life there again today.
Everything dead, desert.
Everything died.
No, America.
No,
America doesn't like you telling them that you will fight them. I don't try.
You will fight them. You won't do
like that. They don't like that. They don't like them. Around that time, that's when
they go just pick you.
Weapons and the ones, and you know what I mean, like
exactly.
You're right.
Exactly. You know, there was one threat that America. I don't know. I will bring that video out. It's a short video where an American captain or the American general was warning the people of Iraq. He says,
whatever you want,
be careful what you want.
Try to say
yes.
Fight, that they are
don't try. Yes.
Human will.
They're moving machine, Baba. This machine.
That we can see you by the grace of God that somebody else will help you raise your children if you confront
we bring your children. Baba, I rest my case. Now that video that's what they show there. Yes. every once in a while I play that video to remind me that on this hour we get caretaker.
Remember when Abba was telling the senators that they should watch their mouth? That he is not going to say anything against Trump. You should watch what they say. We are talking about Trump now. Everybody should watch it. And then his own deputy, Jibril, was speaking his mouth. I'm not afraid of Trump. I'm not scared of him. I'm
he doesn't know what he said.
You know, from Adamawa to Cameroon.
We'll see. Baba, thank you very much. I just make the language that thing they go like that. They must stop that Sharia law. If they don't stop it, we don't want Nigeria like this.
God bless you. The praise. Enjoy the rest of the evening, okay? Here is another caller. Hopefully that connects. Hello there.
Hello, Maya. Good evening from here.
Good evening, sir. How are you, Baba?
I'm fine. Maya,
yes, sir.
That your broadcast yesterday about what happened with this the Shaw building that got fire, that catch fire.
Good now, yeah. The Lagos Island building.
Yeah. There's one lady that called. When that lady was speaking, I was like, what she said touched me so much, you know. You know, when she said that she was she served at somewhere at the north, and she got there to a village where you would travel with a donkey or a camel, and when she got there, she saw the only person selling provision store and medicine is an Igbo man.
The only store that supply
they cannot survive. Yeah, it's not only Igbo people. Everybody can survive anywhere. Just that, like the economic war, they have this and marginalization. They are trying to let everybody know that that place is the only place you can come and succeed. Not knowing that a lot of them they will come there. They will not go home with their life. Even some of them living in Lagos now. So many people living in Lagos now, they are half dead. Because when you get to Lagos, you will see crowd like, you will see like, how can these people be living here? And people, when try to explain to them, they will tell you, there's money in Lagos. Which money? How can you be making money and you're dying? Carbon monoxide, dust, a lot of things are going on in that Lagos, but people doesn't see that. They only see the money. How can you put some people over? That place is overpopulated now, Mayagu. But people are not seeing it. They only see money.
Where people have to sleep in traffic, you know, you leave your house very early in the morning.
Yeah.
You get back home very late at night. Then you wake up early in the morning again, and that's a cycle that people
Mayagu, I'm telling you, every day, 12 months of the year, people are just going around this type of circle. This is not life.
No.
Understand? But that one is by the way. I want to talk about Wike.
Right.
Whenever I see Wike talking, I pity Wike. I feel for him. Because Wike, like today, I saw one caption on TV, YouTube. They said Wike is fighting Sani, Wike Fubara. Wike, another person, there are like 4 people. And this thing is doing change. And he saw the video you just played. He was pleading to the king, but in a way, he's threatening.
Yes.
So now, the only thing that Wike had now is that food soldiers, and he mentioned it there, and his money. But I pity him. Once Fubara started cooperating with Tinubu, Wike will not see 2026 ending. They will pick him up. They will sack him, pick him up, and lock him. And he will be like a Mefele. The only thing he will do now, he will start singing. He's already started singing because for him to open up and say their agreement they made with Fubara, he will talk more with what he talked with Tinubu. That time, Tinubu visited him during the election. So I pity him sometimes. Then there's something you said here about Gumi, and people are not paying attention. They only see that Gumi is running around, running his mouth. who are those people giving information to all those top people within the security organization?
And how many people are getting
how many are they?
Freely
information
and giving
then
them to these terrorists?
Okay. Yeah, then go back to this brigadier general that died. He was calling them, starting somebody privately on his phone.
Yep.
This is no more a working phone like a satellite phone or whatever. He was writing privately on his own phone, and he even told us that his phone has little battery. How did these people got to him before the security? So somebody told them, he's here, look at his location. And he already shared his location. And if you remember on that message, the person told him to raise his cap up.
Yep. That he will see flying over and then something up. But yet the shopper didn't see anything, despite the fact that they knew where he was. They still didn't pick him up.
Yes.
Boko Haram picked him before.
Exactly. And he was writing with WhatsApp. WhatsApp can easily put your location. You can just pin its location. Somebody will find you there. So who are those people within these people that are always giving information, that are blocking, shading these terrorists? You see, that woman from Lost Cuisine, although people, we know that they are stupid there because of religion, but that woman she said something. She was dragging the gun with the Fulani terrorists.
Right.
And the terrorists ran away. That shows these people cannot fight. They cannot fight. It's only... you remember, these people, why are they coming by night when people are sleeping? Why are they going to the market? Why are they going? Why can't they face? You see, whenever the people, any community want to face these people, army will come in the afternoon and challenge those people. So that means these people, they are hoping, they are using as their soldiers. They cannot fight. And the government is protecting them because had they been government...
They never go back there.
Yeah, army will come. They will not go there again. So that means, yeah. So there's a sense in that thing that woman said that place. So, but my own is that it's not going to work again in Nigeria. Even though they do this thing they did to this Venezuela man, it's not going to still work. The only thing that is going to work is what the Northerners are saying now. We can stay our own. We have the bigger part of Nigeria. Let's divide. That's all, Mayegu. Thank you so much.
Bless you, Baba. Thank you very much for your own contribution as well. Okay, you have a very wonderful evening. So my line is still open, and I hope that you guys they really believe that woman had experience with the Fulani herdsmen. Herself, the Fulani bandits have been caught. I don't think you believe that too. So talk less of her dragging guns and the rest of that. Here you get. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. But you see, those of you who are like religious people, you are probably going to start questioning my something and all that. Here you get, because they think of the spirit, they think of the, of the Lord. This cannot be explained. That kind of talk, right? It not to the work for me. Like, it's kind of like, gets me mad too. Like, are you trying to play with my own intelligence or what? What are you talking about? More not go into that religious and what have you parts. We should leave it. All right. Sorry if sorry that there's this particular caller that keeps dropping, and honestly speaking, I don't know why it is yours that does that. Okay, but I'll do something now. Take a quick short, kind of like a break. Here is there's this American kind of like organization who are currently helping the victims of Yelwata. Remember the Yelwata people that got massacred, where over 250 people were killed in one single night. Yeah, Yelwata and Benue. Some are rebuilding their homes for them right now. Like really, really rebuilding. This is not governmental. Private organizations, so to say. This is Marcus. I'm sorry that I have a call on the line. Are you there? Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Dr. Agbede.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, sir.
Wow.
So I'm glad you also made it. So welcome to 2026. It's looking promising. 2026 is already like a year of
Baba? Exactly. A year of surprises. Surprises. Wow, surprise. Oh God you. Happy New Year. Now, last time we spoke, I told you about Gumi, that one has been marked, and truly, yes. He has been marked, yeah. So what happened to Maduro is just an example of exactly what is coming again. What is coming this year? This year is going to be great. I'm telling you, this year is going to be great.
Said that Maduro knew that they were coming. He was expecting them, even though he put up all the flights and the rest too. But he knew that America was coming. So you really think that those in Nigeria, they are aware that America is coming too, Baba?
Of course, yes. Okay. In about 4 days ago, in another channel, in a precious channel, I called India, and she was telling me that what's called it? Ahmed Tinubu came to America to 2023. That I said, but she doesn't know that that time that Parliament came to America in 2023, he was embarrassed. But you cannot that. He was embarrassed because about 30 minutes prior to Tinubu meeting with Joe Biden cancelled. I told you, Joe Biden cancelled that meeting. I told you that I told Joe Biden one-on-one that this Amina J. Mohammed, the way she was deceiving them, cajoling them, that what she's telling them is not true. So that 2023, Tinubu was embarrassed. That in Asima called before. About 30 minutes prior to 30 minutes prior to Tinubu meeting with remember, yes, nobody canceled it. Cancel that meeting. They no, he can't meet with Tinubu, criminal. No.
Why?
So that Maduro something is just something that is coming. Is coming. Thank God that Nigeria there are times something is a constant there. There are times so now Aso Rock is not like a fortified like a Maduro's palace.
No, it's not like
you can see. And it's yes, food for thought. Even if Tinubu use all the military in Nigeria to guide him, zero.
But Tinubu is different from Maduro now because America is not saying that Tinubu is sending drugs to America or Tinubu is breeding terrorists yet. So is it that you know something that we don't know? Like there's no reason to pick Tinubu up and take him to
Of course, yes. I would say I will say more than that. 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 You know me now. I will say more than that. I will say more than that.
What about Gumi?
Gumi, that one, I told you that one has already been marked. Know what I mean?
Marked. But you did 2 days ago, thereabout. You did. You told us that watch out for Gumi. Gumi will be picked. So that's true, right?
I told you that. Yeah, I told you. So that Tinubu running okay, and this Muslim. In fact, that is light on Christian in Nigeria. It's true. That's Muslim ticket. That's a slight. That's a slight on Nigerian Christian. It's true. That Muslim ticket. No. Madegu, that's a slight to Nigerian Christian. It's true.
Well, it seems that they are not worried. Nigerian Christians are not bothered. They're not worried. Like that's what they want to do.
Whether they worried or not, don't worry. Whether they worried or not, don't worry. These poor people, Madegu,
let me name them. They are Igbo people. So I want your opinion. So we are still debating on them.
Okay.
Well, okay, 4 people.
4.
Kenayo, Kenayo.
That one is actor.
Kenneth Okonkwo. No. That is so. No, don't worry. No, don't worry. Kenneth Okonkwo.
Okay.
Peter Obi. Right. And also my best friend Fidelis Odita. Fidel Odita. These are 4 Igbo people. Right. Who do you think is the best to rule Nigeria?
CIA are asking me, Abi, you are the one asking, Abi, the other classified.
Don't worry, just answer the question. Part of classified, don't worry. Part of classified. Well, we are just okay. You don't want to use my friend. Fidelis Odita. Odita is well knowledgeable. Is a son. Very okay.
Maybe you have already chosen one. So if they pick Tinubu,
no, I'm not choosing one. No. I'm not choosing one. If I choose one, I won't ask you that question. I said number 1.
I said Peter Obi. That one is known, so people can easily tell.
Okay, noted. Okay, noted. Okay. Why do you choose Peter Obi? Why? Give me 1 or 2 reasons. Why Peter Obi?
Because you see, from the arrangement, the current settings that they have in Nigeria, sure you get. So he's the one who is mostly connected to this younger generation, those ones who are fighting for their lives under these octogenarians. So I don't know why you want me to choose. So I just chose him.
Okay. But don't you think that Kenneth Okonkwo too is a well known and very good man?
Why did you mention Kanayo? Like, did they need a chief priest or something?
Don't worry. They are still these 4 people are just they are all Igbos. And if I want to choose from them, just one person that can rule Nigeria. That's what I'm just giving you. That is Kenayo.
Because like you said, it's somebody who had been governor, so you can probably use that distance. So he's been governor. He's not a thief.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well noted.
All right.
Well noted. Well, okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Yeah. God bless you. Bye.
Can you nice evening, right? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You have a good one.
God bless you. Bye.
Yes, sir. That's Dr. Agbede, ladies and gentlemen. And sometimes, right, you may actually, the way Dr. Agbede kind of like frame his conversation can be a little bit much like, it'll be funny. But you need to pay attention. It's serious. That's why you see my face very much like very serious, because I always want to pick from some of the stuff he's saying. And I don't know. But here is another caller.
Hey, Dr. Mayegun, Professor Mayegun.
How are you, sir?
Baba Mayegun. Ekale.
Good evening, sir. Ekale.
Happy New Year to you.
Same to you, Baba. Same to you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, Alapia, I just came back from Nigeria after spending about 2 months over there.
Really?
And thank God.
You're not sharing yet. One of these days, you are going to take me there in that Nigeria. Because last year, you were there like about 3 times or 2. Yeah. So if you are there towards the end of last year, that will make it about 3 times that I'm aware of. So you just came back. So tell us, how was it?
Well, like what I can just say, I used to say before that what you used to say, break up Nigeria now and save life. That is the main truth. Like one of the guys was saying, this disintegration of Nigeria is the best thing that can ever happen to Nigeria, both home and abroad. And I agree totally with that person. Because because of what I observed, what I saw over there is nothing to write home about. One, I went to Ondo, Abeokuta, Shagamu, Osun State, Oyo State, And as you know, I don't go with my car. I like traveling in the public. So just to hear what people are saying. You see, the only thing that can happen to that country is disintegration, that people break and or go to regionalization, as discussed before. A lot of people, you see, there's nothing like a government that is a government that cares about people. This is a government that are after their pocket, their siblings, and people around them. So even that Ogun State road alone, Ayobo, Akparadija area, that one is no-go area. From Lagos to the moment you hit Abeokuta Ogun State roads, everything is not good, except Shagamu road, that there's a lot of industry going on there. You know, the last time
they've been working on that one. I think they are even still working on it right now, where a part of it is out, I think.
Yeah, and there's a lot of industries coming up there, and that is the only beauty I saw in that place. You see, but in other areas, my brother, there's nothing like. And people, you see, this is Stockholm syndrome, just like what that woman was saying, that is dragging guns and with a terrorist and saying that I am choosing to die or choosing to do what, which is a typical lie that we have been branded by the devilish number 666, you know, to believe in this idolization of religion. And people have been so broken down to the extent that, my brother,
the manipulators are smiling to the banks every month now.
Exactly. You see churches growing up from places to places. Every 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers, you see them coming up. And number two, there's nothing you can tell at least about 60% population of Nigeria about this government that is killing them, that is destroying them. You know, I was in a car from my town to Lagos, and I was in a dialogue with this man. This man said he has traveled all over the world. His children is this and that, and he said at least Tinubu is trying. And I just look at this man. I say, Oga, you don't travel anywhere. I said the problem in Nigeria that this country
talking like that.
Yeah, the system here is not working. He said, I said, okay, let's look at UK, look at them. You don't need to be telling people. The government needs not to tell you what to do. The society, the way the thing is organized, you will see it. Nigeria can be in that kind of a place when you have a good leader. Excuse me. How do we have this good leader?
You don't need people to remind you that things are working, because you will see it.
You will see, you will feel it. You will feel it, you will see it. Some people are willing to work, but the society have dragged them down to the mud. They are they are just surviving. And they can be choked. So anything that will make them not to choke, they try to drag on that thing to come up. So at the end of the day, what I was telling this man, he said that I said, look, bro. He said the way he's looking at the way I'm talking, that it seems I came from abroad. I said it's not that. It's not coming from abroad that really matters. But you are supporting a society, a group of people that are choking you, killing a lot of people, and at the same time you are still supporting them. I said, bro, you know, there's a place towards Abeg that they call it this psychiatric hospital. I think you need a bed there. You say you are insulted. I say yes, you need to be insulted because you are insulting me at the same time, and you are insulting a lot of people here because with your knowledge that you said. I say it seems. I say you know your problem. There's a disease they call Stockholm syndrome. You say, what is that? I say, you see, you didn't even travel anywhere. You are in your booth. Because there's no, you don't even know what is going on. And this guy, I said, then later when he was about to come, I said, Tinubu, we will be there for 8 years. So you see now, madness.
Say, nothing when you do 8 years. And you be like,
yeah, so Michael, just like what you say, there will be a state that when you are talking to these Ronukus, you get to a state that am I mad? Because you just blame yourself. Why do you have to engage this kind of a conversation with these people that are downtrodden in praying that they have been fingered by the devils? Because there's nothing you can do. Then this tribalism, this guy brought tribalism again. He said, I said, you know that
talking points.
Yeah.
Now.
I said, you know that Tinubu did not win that election. He said, now be. I said, but you know, say now be win the election.
They wouldn't even say Atiku. Like, this person that came second, Abi. They wouldn't immediately you say Tinubu didn't win. They also say it's Obi that win.
Yeah.
So it's Obi. Say, why didn't you say Atiku? It's because they have been programmed that way. The Igbos want to take their land. The Igbos want to take their deeds. The Igbos are their enemies. So Peter Obi running for president is like the Igbos are fighting Yorubas. And that's their only talking point. Very, very unfortunate people.
Very, very unfortunate, my brother. And you see the majority of people, you'll be flabbergasted. And at the same time, you'll be thinking, am I okay? And these are the people that say they are educated, backwardness. You see these people, they occupy a good position in the public.
Yes.
And you see, that is that. And look, like what one lady was saying the other time, that Lagos smell. You know? And, you know, I went to one of my sisters at Lekki. I spent about 4 days there. You know, before I was living in the mainland.
Right.
So when I went to that place at Lekki, spent about 4 days there, you know, their supermarket and all these things, their shopping complex look like British owned, you know.
Yeah.
So
they actually look nice.
on getting down from that bridge, when I'm coming back,
nice.
Yeah. So when I was coming back on the bridge, going back to the Lagos mainland again, Baba, I nearly choke.
Damn.
You see the bridge, you see the rubbish, people defecating, and all this kind of thing. I want to say people are still eating that thing.
Yeah.
So
the market I said to all of us there, fresh fish from the ocean. They will tell you that the fishes actually eat shit. So therefore, that's what makes them natural. God damn it,
that is why I don't follow. That is why I don't follow their brain is malfunctioning. Yeah. You know, so that is why if at the end of the day, there was a time I was in a bus from Ayobo to Yanopaja, and do you know that this guy he wanted to cheat me with 200 naira, and at the end of the day, I don't know, by the time I then what is wrong with you, this man? Why you stay too long in Nigeria? Baba, if you are not careful, you'll be part of them.
No lie detected, okay? My friend said, I said, when you get to Nigeria, right, the first day, you'll be acting like, obviously, stranger. Maybe little by little complaining about things. After a week or 2 weeks, you're going to become them. And you will notice easily until maybe 3rd week or 4th week. That time you serve, as in you would have forgotten that you came from America or you came from UK or anywhere.
Tell you.
Then you're already there. You're already carrying jerry can to go and get fuel yourself. You're already doing things that you feel like, they say, Papa, why are you doing all these things yourself? Say, I can't let them, they will cheat me. I mean, these people cannot be trusted. Stuff. Niger. You could come down from a car, surprisingly, and start fighting. And you're like, this is something I've never done in my life. But you are in Nigeria. Welcome. Baba, let me wrap it up. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I just want to tell you, break it down and save lives. We are not Jorawa. We are not the same. Good night, sir.
We should keep reminding them that break up this Nigeria and save lives is going to still be the most popular kind of like a campaign slogan. Everybody's going to subscribe to it. But let us continue to still keep deceiving ourselves as we are doing. Or as Devulumayi also uttered. There are those of you abroad, you like to be complaining. Meanwhile, Nigeria is where you are going to make all the money you need. But yet, you will be seated abroad and be complaining about Nigeria. No, I don't know if I put it right. Listen.
They will be in overseas and will be talking all kinds of trash. All kinds of trash. They will make traffic rule. They will walk 21 hours. But they come here, they carry water and be going up and down. And they will disobey traffic rule. They will disobey everything. They don't want to walk. But when out there, they will be criticizing. They see nothing good in Nigeria. If you walk 1/10 of the way you walk in overseas, you will make 100 times money than over there. There is no country that is like Nigeria. There is no place you can make it like Nigeria. The Bible says, "Let he that stays still no more." But you should work and have to give to those that will need it. And he said, "Little sleep and a little slumber, one goes into poverty." They will be in overseas and will be
nuisance lele.
I think I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, Mayego.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm a first-time caller, and nice to join you on this show.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
You're going to be our first-time caller to be recognized.
First-time caller. Yeah.
So that's what
I've always tried to join, but it's always busy. So
you're welcome, sir.
we are. Yeah. My name is Ace, and I'm calling from Manchester.
Beautiful. So I will remember that. Ace from Manchester.
Yeah, Ace from Manchester. Yes.
Everybody can hear you.
Yeah, I just want to chip in. Like a guy that called before, the person that called now was talking about a lady that was dragging something with the chosen, yeah.
The chosen woman. Yeah, I'm the chosen.
I don't know how that guy is falling for that though. He was on the right path until he mentioned that. I was like, nah.
Like, oh, no. Are you actually referring to that woman dragging gun?
Yeah, chosen. Yeah, chosen. Yeah. That's just false. Like, it's unbelievable that people are still falling for all those religious gimmicks. You know what I mean? Anyway, moving from that. If you talking about Gumi and the terrorism going on in Nigeria, you can tell. I have a friend there that we always chat every now and again. You can tell that the Nigerian military has really been compromised big time.
I believe so too.
Like from your show, I like watching your show over the years. You've mentioned how Gumi was a captain, an ex-captain of the Nigerian military.
Yes.
And from your show, I gathered that Gumi's son is still a serving military officer in Nigeria.
That is right.
So if you pick all of these things, you can wonder, you can just piece it together how information is falling in the laps of all these terrorists. If you go back to Carlos, what's it called? Campaign, when he was campaigning,
right?
And he said, "Don't call them by their nicknames, or if you just don't call them by their nicknames, or if you can clean and clean the chamber, is capable enough to repair a tractor in the farm." So Nigerian military is fully compromised. I don't know why anyone. No, that's no doubt. That terrorism going on in Nigeria is sponsored and funded by the APC government. Simple as ABC.
Should stop beating about.
So, yeah, we should just stop beating about the bush, and how that's going to be resolved, how Trump is going to help in that regard, still remain like, I don't know. Well, if you're looking for, if you're looking for terrorists in Nigeria, just pick all these people. APC.
That's what we're saying.
Tinubu, they're all aware of what is going on.
And they have 451 names. That's what Ribadu said, right? They have 451 names linked to sponsorship of terrorism in Nigeria, including businesses that are helping to move money. This information, the one they made public, I have read it on this platform before, the ones they made public. But the ones they didn't make public, the shooting, bombing these terrorists is not going to end terrorism in Nigeria. If their sponsor have not been prosecuted and jailed, it's not going to end.
It's not going to end. It's just going to be like a cycle, like going around and around in circle. So,
but time shall tell.
I'm really enjoying your show. Like, whenever I miss it, I just always go back to watch it, and it's really like enlightening. So,
thank you so much, Ace man.
Wishing you all the best and keep it up. Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Nice one. Thank you. Okay. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
And you too. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Yeah.
So we should possibly just wrap it up now. We've had an interesting evening, if you probably would admit. Okay. Now, if you haven't really liked the broadcast, maybe you should now. And if you haven't also subscribed onto the channel, I am also reminding you, you should probably do it now. And to everybody who has done his own part, is our home part. Okay. Thank you. The commenters, the likers, the sharers, the super chatters, the callers, and those of you who are the silent watchers behind the scene. I am saying hello to every one of you and thank you to you. So I am going to see you again another time, right? And if you joined us late, by the way, you can watch this from the start again. So it's going to be a good night from here and a great week to all of you. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun dayari political. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.